Welcome back to the MadSpideyverse. I'm MadSpidey. And thanks once again for tuning into my channel. Another collectible show I'm going to do today. This will be, I think, episode 10. I think possibly. A couple of episodes ago, I started showing some of my Marvel cards. I basically started with my 1994 Flair Amazing Spider-Man set. I'm actually going to be continuing with that. So I only showed, basically, well, when you look at like a card set, generally they're in an Ultra Pro or whatever brand it happens to be, like a 9-card holder, like so. And yeah, obviously it's, you know, that's the main way it's designed, especially with this Amazing Spider-Man set from 1994. They pretty much made each of the 9-card, like, you know, part of it, I suppose. They basically made it like a connecting, almost like a connecting cover, but like connecting cards, obviously. So in saying that, in the, I think it was maybe 2 episodes back in my collectibles show, I'll probably put that in the, you know, the end screen or whichever anyway. But I showed the first 3 sets of 9. So now I'm actually going to show the villain section, because that is the next part in the actual series. I basically, obviously, like when I explained the Amazing Spider-Man set, you know, it's pretty much powers and transformations, villains, you know, allies, you know, greatest battles, things like that. So the next set that I will show, which is, give me a second, so it'll actually be 5 sets. So this video might go a little bit long, but I'll try and just power through it. So yeah, so without further ado, let's get into it. So as I said, this is the villains part of the set of cards. So, and you will see they do connect, as I mentioned in that previous episode, they do connect a little bit better, like as a, you know, like a, almost like a one sheet sort of thing. So you got Tarantula, Spider Slayers, Jackal, Puma. There is a, like a Spider-Man card, like he's stuck in the middle. They sometimes sort of do that to give it a bit of context. Cardiac, Chance, Sticks and Stone, and Tombstone. Now the other thing to note is you're thinking, oh, never heard of Sticks and Stone, or don't really see Tarantula much or stuff like that. Back obviously in 94, they focused on characters that were fairly prominent in that sort of time. So that's why they're probably, this is a little bit outdated, but still a very, very awesome, and one of my favorite sets of cards that I do own. So there is the, trying to do it without the glare. So as you can see, they all sort of interconnect. The other thing I didn't do in that previous episode was actually show the back. So here's the back. I do like how they sort of do like a graffiti sort of style. They basically give you like a, not like a blurb, but sort of a, almost like a quote from the comics based on that character. But they also give you real name and first appearance as well. So that was good for me back then. Obviously when I got these, I don't think I got them in 94. I think I got them a couple of years later. I was able to hunt down some of those first appearances to obviously help build my Amazing Spider-Man run that I've collected. So yeah, very, very, very cool. So there's the first one of the villains. So the next one, you got Sandstorm, Demo Goblin, Silvermane, Hammerhead, once again Spidey in the middle, Man-Wolf, Warrant, Blood Rose, and Calypso. So lesser known villains, but obviously, as I said, very predominant in that sort of era. So yeah, very, very cool. And once again, there's the back of the cards. Try and do it that way. So yeah, very, very cool. So your next one, bit more sort of well known, or there's some well known, some not so well known. So obviously Green Goblin, Spidey's in there again. The Jury, Carry-On, Vermin, Shocker, Kingpin, Sin Eater, and Rhino. That's definitely a action-packed 9 set there. And there's the back again. So they went a little bit different because generally in these they usually stick Spider-Man in the middle, but they actually stuck him up the top this time. So the next one, you got Beetle, Solo, Boomerang, Hydro Man, Scorpion, Speed Demon, Craven, Spidey again, and Chameleon. Once again, there's the back. There's the, there's the Spidey in amongst all the villains in that one there. And the last sheet, Doc Ock, Vulture, Carnage, Venom. Spidey's actually in the middle this time. Electro, Lizard, Hobgoblin, and Mysterio. So that's more of his sort of, you know, A-lister type rogues gallery. Yeah, that one definitely looks... That's probably one of my favourite sort of 9 set of all of them. There's the back. As I said, there's the Spidey one in the middle. Yeah. So that's the villain sets. Obviously, he's got a lot bigger rogues gallery. But yeah, there's you know, as I said, whoever was sort of predominant at the time, that they sort of did these cards as who they mainly focused on. And obviously they can't necessarily make a set that's like 1,000 cards because it's quite time consuming, expensive for people to try and collect. So they tried to sort of narrow it down to what, you know, at the time. So as I mentioned, so still to come in future episodes of this collectible show when I show more of these cards. So you got the Allies, you got Greatest Team-Ups, you got Greatest Battles, you got Friends, and then there's like an Origin page. What else have we got here? Events. And then once you sort of finish the events, you've got the checklist card. And then you start getting into the specials cards. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get all the specials cards, but I did get a few of them at least. So, but we'll get to that in a future episode, as I said. So, yeah, definitely one of my, you know, favorite sets. And as I said, like, I wouldn't mind trying to track down some of the older sets or even some of the more current ones, as long as they're like the art style ones. I'm not big on like the trading card game type ones. Yeah, I'd way prefer to have like the art card style. So, but yeah, some of them are going for quite a bit of money at the moment. So, but yeah, whatever I come across, if I do, if I don't, I'm not overly fussed. So, but yeah, that's it for this particular show. Thank you so much for tuning in. Greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Obviously, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button while you're here. You know, do the usual YouTube stuff, thumbs up, leave a comment if you want to. But as I said, mostly, please hit the subscribe button if you're not already. So, hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And Spidey out.